back to this special episode of Reels Talk. I'm Mike Dyer.
And I'm Alex Burr.
Today, Alex and I are going to discuss everything Marvel, as it is probably the most exciting time for Marvel fans in recent memory. Kevin Feige, executive director of Marvel Studios, recently made some stunning announcements last week detailing the Phase 3 lineup of the MCU. And additionally, last week, we also got our first look at Avengers Age of Ultron, which today we're going to discuss the teaser trailer that was put online 2 weeks ago.
I'm going to show you something beautiful.
So Alex, what was your first reaction the first time you watched the trailer?
My first reaction was, wow. I was speechless. I was extremely excited, especially after seeing the first Avengers. You know, it's very different compared to the first Avengers, Age of Ultron. Seems very dark, very, I don't know how to explain it. Just, it seems like almost everyone's kind of like, just the Avengers themselves are like, at battle, like they're like battling with themselves. Like it's just very, very dark. And as with most Marvel previews, it seems like there's a lot left to the imagination.
Everyone screaming for mercy.
My first reaction to the trailer, the first line, you hear James Spader's voice as Ultron saying, "I want to show you something beautiful." And that's really twofold in the trailer, because not only does this teaser trailer give you the mindset of Ultron throughout the film, but also it's showing us Marvel fans and just comic fans and just fans of these sets of movies something beautiful in general. And you're right, the film definitely has more of a darker tone to it, I think, than its predecessor.
You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You're all puppets, tangled in strings.
One of the other interesting things is this new film is set to introduce some new characters that we haven't seen before in the MCU. What did you think about our first look at Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver?
Well, there really wasn't a whole lot so far to like decipher. I mean, it's really, they only showed a few little glimpses of them. Mm-hmm. And if you watched the end of what movie was it?
I think it was the second Captain America.
Second Captain America, or it was at the end of one of the most recent Marvel movies. They showed them, mm-hmm. and so we got to get a little look of them. Mm-hmm. And then now here in the trailer, we're getting to see them a little more in action. You know, like I said, Marvel does a good job of leaving a lot to the imagination, so it's hard to say what kind of role they're going to play. There are some reports there were a few interviews I heard of with Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. saying stuff about how Scarlet Witch is going to bring out the demons of the Avengers. Maybe not literally, but you know, bring out their more darker sides of them. I'd heard that in a few interviews. So there's a lot left to be discovered with this.
I think it's kind of interesting that we have Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen going from playing husband and wife into Godzilla, yes. And now they're playing brother and sister. Yep. It's got to be kind of a strange dynamic for an actor.
So.
Hey, this actress is playing your wife. Now this actress is playing your sister. Okay, all right, that's yeah, awkward to say the least. Right. Honestly, you know, I think Marvel's kind of backed into a corner with, I think, these two characters, because we also saw another version of Quicksilver in X-Men Days of Future Past, yep. which received like wide critical acclaim. So I think, you know, Aaron Taylor Johnson has a lot to live up to. Mm-hmm. What I've seen thus far, I like. Scarlet Witch looks awesome. Quicksilver's costume, it's one of those things I think we're going to have to see in context of the movie, yep. to kind of fully understand it. I remember when the first photos leaked of what Quicksilver was going to look like in X-Men Days of Future Past, and everybody was like, why is he wearing a Pink Floyd shirt? And then once you see that film in context, you understand it. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to hold back on what I think about their appearances, but so far, I mean, they're two great actors. They're two of the greatest young actors in Hollywood, so I'm kind of looking forward to what they bring to these iconic roles.
Oh, yeah.
So probably one of the most interesting aspects that really got Marvel fanboys and fangirls really excited about the trailer was the fact that we see the Hulk busting armor.
We do.
Fighting the Hulk.
We do.
So the question is, by that, is Robert Downey Jr., is Tony Stark in the armor? Is he remotely controlling it? Is this Ultron controlling the armor, fighting Hulk? We don't know. When you first see the Hulk throw the car at Iron Man, and you know, he just like smashes him to the ground, like what was your reaction to that?
Okay, here's the thing with that is like, when I saw that, you know, my first reaction was, okay, Iron Man is fighting Hulk. You know, like, why are they fighting Hulk? They're on a team. Mm-hmm. But then I did a little more research, found some more like stuff that Marvel was releasing, and I mean, it would make sense if they do plan on releasing. Well, they do plan on releasing. They've just confirmed it with the Captain America: Civil War, which could really, you know, that could almost kind of hint at, you know, the Avengers. They're really starting to peel apart now, and they're kind of battling with each other. So that's one aspect of it. Or, you know, like you said, it could have been Ultron, because, you know, Ultron was a program started by Tony Stark, so it kind of, you know, it could be either way, and it's one of those things, once again, along with everything in the trailer, we're going to have to figure out, you know, we're going to have to wait until May 2015 to figure out exactly what's going on. And even then, we may not even know.
Even then, it might raise more questions than answers. Yeah. You're right. I think one thing that's worthwhile pointing out, though, is there are those couple shots in the teaser trailer that do show Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, and he's kind of like clinched, you know, like he's really nervous about something, and there's that shot of him stumbling in the woods. So it kind of makes me wonder if, you know, at the end of the last film, he very conveniently came over his ability to control the Hulk. Now I wonder if for some reason in this film he's recessed back to it, and he's almost like a victim to the Hulk, and he's just kind of along for the ride. Yeah. You know, we don't know. Exactly. But either way, as you said, as you pointed out, last week Marvel Studios did a press event where Kevin Feige came up and admitted that Captain America 3 is going to play on the Civil War storyline, which was probably one of the most popular storylines in Marvel Comics in the last 20 years, where Iron Man is going to be Iron Man versus Captain America, so that's going to be really interesting to see how that goes down. But you're right, that could be setting the stage for things coming down the road, and I think that's one of the big things that Marvel Studios is looking to do with this film, is to help set us up for Phase 3.
Right.
Any final thoughts regarding the trailer, Alex?
Bottom line, I am super excited. Like any movie. I actually just watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier last night, just to kind of amplify my excitement. I'm super excited for this. I love Marvel movies. They do a fantastic job, casting, acting, everything. It's awesome. So I trust Joss Whedon that this is going to be pretty sweet.
Whedon we trust.
And Whedon we trust.
And Whedon we trust. Absolutely.
I'm free. There are no strings on me.
Okay, folks, well, that's going to be it for our rundown of the Avengers Age of Ultron teaser trailer. Please stay tuned to ScoogerNews.com for future details and future rundowns as the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to grow in size and scope. DC, you're in the corner now. It's time for you to step up. Thanks, folks, and we'll see you again next time. Until then, I'm Mike Dyer.
I'm Alex Burr.
And we'll see you again soon.